Gentlemen, let's be real. Once you hit 40, 50, and especially 60, your body starts sending you signals you can't ignore anymore. And one of the clearest signals comes every single day when you head to the bathroom. You might think peeing is just a simple routine, but in reality, it's one of the most important health check-ins your body gives you. Because the truth is, changes in your urine stream, your urgency, or even how often you have to go can be a red flag about something much bigger going on inside your prostate. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, the prostate is a small gland about the size of a walnut when you're young, but as you age, it doesn't always stay that way. For many men, it starts to grow, and sometimes it grows in a way that blocks or squeezes the urinary passage. That's when problems start showing up. Weak stream, dribbling, frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, or even pain. And let's be honest, most guys either laugh it off, blame it on just getting older, or ignore it until it becomes impossible to manage. But ignoring it could be one of the worst mistakes you make for your long-term health. In this video, we're diving deep into the warning signs you need to watch out for when it comes to your prostate health. I'll break down exactly what your pee is telling you, the science behind why these changes happen, and what practical steps you can take today to protect yourself. Because catching the signs early could mean the difference between a simple lifestyle adjustment or facing something far more serious like chronic urinary problems or even prostate cancer. So stick with me all the way to the end, because I'm not only going to share what urologists want every man over 40 to know, but I'll also give you actionable tips you can use starting right now. And trust me, your future self will thank you for taking this seriously. Before we dive in, if you're passionate about staying strong, healthy, and informed as a man, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is all about men's health, fitness, and longevity. And subscribing ensures you don't miss out on life-changing advice. Plus, I want to build a community where men support each other through these very real challenges. So, subscribe, tap the bell, and let's move forward together. Let's start with one of the clearest red flags, a weak or interrupted urine stream. Imagine this: you're standing at the toilet, you feel the urge to go, but instead of a steady, strong flow, it's more like a trickle, or it starts and stops halfway through. Sound familiar? This is often one of the first signs urologists look at when evaluating prostate health. Now, why does this happen? The prostate sits right underneath the bladder and surrounds the urethra. That's the little tube that carries urine out of your body. When the prostate gets enlarged, it starts pressing against that tube, almost like stepping on a garden hose. The water's still there, the pressure is still there, but the flow gets weaker and harder to control. And the truth is, this isn't just annoying, it's your body waving a giant warning flag. Think about it. How many times have you had to wait longer than usual just to feel like you're done? How often do you leave the bathroom feeling like your bladder didn't fully empty? If that sounds like your daily life, that's your prostate telling you, hey, something's not right. And ignoring it doesn't make it better. In fact, it can get worse. Chronic retention, when your bladder never fully empties, can actually damage your kidneys over time. Yes, kidneys. It's not just about peeing, it's about protecting your entire urinary system. So what can you do if you notice this happening? First, don't shrug it off as just aging. Talk to your doctor, preferably a urologist, and get a prostate check. That's step 1. Step 2. There are lifestyle adjustments that can make a difference. Cutting back on caffeine and alcohol, which are both bladder irritants, can help reduce the urgency and improve flow. Staying hydrated with plain water and avoiding holding your urine for long periods keeps your bladder muscles strong. And here's something simple but powerful: regular exercise. Studies show that even moderate activity like walking 30 minutes a day can reduce the risk of prostate enlargement symptoms. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you actually tracked your bathroom habits? Most guys don't. But what if you kept a simple log for a week? Write down how often you go, whether the stream feels weak or strong, if you wake up at night to pee, and whether you feel unfinished afterward. Doing this will not only open your eyes, but also give your doctor incredibly valuable information. It's like handing them a roadmap to your urinary health. Now, let's make this interactive. If you've ever noticed a weak stream or that annoying stop-and-go flow, drop a comment below saying yes. No shame here. This is about awareness, not embarrassment. And if this tip already has you thinking about making changes, hit the like button to let me know you're serious about your health. Gentlemen, remember, a weak stream is not just about inconvenience. It's often the body's first way of telling you that your prostate may be in trouble. And the earlier you act, the better your chances of keeping control, staying healthy, and avoiding complications down the road. Now, another big signal that your prostate may be struggling is how often you're running to the bathroom, particularly in the middle of the night. Let me ask you, how many times do you usually get up after going to bed? Once? Twice? 3 or more? If it's more than once, that's something you shouldn't ignore. Here's the science. As the prostate enlarges, it presses on the urethra, which forces the bladder to work harder to push urine out. Over time, the bladder muscle becomes irritable and overly sensitive. That means it triggers the urge to urinate even when there's only a small amount of urine inside. That's why you feel like you have to go so often. And at night, when your body should be resting and repairing, those urges wake you up, disrupt your sleep cycle, and rob you of the deep rest your body needs for recovery, hormone balance, and mental sharpness. Think about it. How good do you feel after waking up 3 or 4 times a night just to pee? Probably exhausted, irritable, and dragging the next day. It's not just a nuisance. It can lower your quality of life, weaken your immune system, and even affect your heart health because of the stress poor sleep puts on your body. This is why urologists always pay attention when a man says, "Doc, I can't sleep because I keep running to the bathroom." Now here's the important part. What can you do about it? The first step is to look at your evening habits. Are you drinking coffee, soda, or alcohol late in the day? All 3 can act as diuretics, meaning they make your kidneys produce more urine. Try cutting those out after dinner and see if it helps reduce nighttime trips. Another simple strategy is something called bladder training. This means gradually extending the time between bathroom visits during the day, so your bladder learns to hold more without triggering that "gotta go now" signal too quickly. Another practical tip is watching your fluid timing. Staying hydrated during the day is critical, but try to shift most of your water intake to the earlier part of the day. In the evening, reduce how much you drink 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This can significantly reduce nocturnal urination. And let's not forget, if frequent nighttime urination suddenly starts happening, it's not always just the prostate. It can also be linked to conditions like diabetes or heart problems. That's why it's so important to get checked and not self-diagnose. Let me throw this question at you. If you wake up 3 or more times a night to pee, what does your next day usually feel like? Drop your answer in the comments, because I know a lot of men in this community have been through it, and your story might just help another guy realize he's not alone. So here's the takeaway. Frequent urination, especially at night, is more than just an inconvenience. It's one of your body's loudest signals that your prostate or urinary system is under pressure. Listen to it, make adjustments, and talk to a professional before it steals years of good sleep and good health from you. Another sign you should never ignore is pain, burning, or discomfort when you pee. Now, most guys brush this off and think, maybe I didn't drink enough water, or it'll go away on its own. But the truth is, discomfort during urination is not normal, and it's a clear signal that something is irritating your urinary tract. So what could be happening? One possibility is an infection, like a urinary tract infection or prostatitis, which is inflammation of the prostate. Unlike women, men don't get urinary infections often, so when they do, doctors immediately start looking for an underlying reason. Sometimes that reason is an enlarged prostate trapping urine, creating the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. Other times, it's the prostate itself becoming inflamed, swollen, and extremely sensitive. Either way, the result is the same. Painful, burning urination that doesn't just ruin your day, but could point to something much more serious. Now let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine your bladder as a water balloon and the urethra as a straw. When the straw is squeezed or inflamed, not only does it make it harder for urine to flow, but it also creates friction and irritation along the way. That irritation feels like burning, and that's your body's way of telling you, pay attention, something's wrong here. And here's the kicker. If you ignore this, it doesn't just go away. Chronic prostatitis, for example, can linger for months, even years if untreated. It can cause ongoing pelvic pain, difficulty urinating, sexual dysfunction, and massive frustration. And let's be honest, nobody wants to live with that kind of daily discomfort. So what can you do if you're experiencing this symptom? First, hydration is key. Drinking plenty of clean, filtered water helps flush bacteria and toxins out of the urinary system. Second, avoid irritants. Things like spicy foods, caffeine, and alcohol can worsen the burning sensation and inflame the bladder lining. Third, don't wait. See your doctor. A simple urine test or prostate exam can reveal whether it's an infection, inflammation, or something more serious. And the sooner you know, the faster you can treat it and prevent long-term damage. Let me ask you directly, if you've ever felt that burning sting while peeing, how long did you wait before doing something about it? Be honest, most guys delay far too long. But remember, ignoring symptoms doesn't make you tougher. It just makes the problem harder to fix later. So, gentlemen, let's tie everything together. Today, we've covered the key warning signs your prostate might be in trouble: a weak or interrupted stream, frequent urination, especially at night, and that uncomfortable or painful burning when you pee. Each one of these signs is your body sending a clear message: it's time to take action. And ignoring these signals isn't just risky, it can lead to complications that affect your energy, confidence, and overall quality of life. Now here's the reality. Your prostate health doesn't just impact bathroom habits. It affects your sleep, your mood, your focus, and even your relationships. Imagine going through your day without constantly thinking, do I need to find a bathroom? Or waking up repeatedly at night, leaving you groggy and drained the next day? That's why paying attention now isn't just about preventing medical issues. It's about protecting your lifestyle, your independence, and your well-being. The good news? There are concrete steps you can take today. Staying hydrated, moderating alcohol and caffeine, doing regular exercise, and prioritizing routine checkups can make a huge difference. Even tracking your bathroom habits for a week can give you and your doctor critical insights to catch problems early. And let's not forget, addressing prostate issues early often means less invasive treatments, faster recovery, and a better overall quality of life. So here's my challenge to you. Don't leave this video without deciding on one actionable step you can take today. Maybe it's making an appointment with your doctor, changing your evening habits, or starting a light exercise routine. Small steps now can prevent big problems later. Your future self will thank you for taking control today. And remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of men experience the same challenges, and sharing your experiences can make a real difference. Drop a comment below if you've noticed any of these warning signs or if you've taken steps to improve your prostate health. Your story could help someone else realize it's time to act. At the end of the day, taking prostate health seriously is about more than just the symptoms. It's about protecting your energy, vitality, and confidence for years to come. Listen to your body, act early, and make your health a top priority. Because when you do, you're not just preventing problems, you're investing in a stronger, healthier, and more active life. And if this point hits home for you, hit the like button right now so we can get this message out to more men who need to hear it. Too many guys suffer in silence because they're embarrassed to talk about it, but here on this channel, we're breaking that silence. The takeaway is simple. Pain or burning during urination is not something to ignore or wait out. It could be a sign of infection, inflammation, or prostate trouble. Your body is giving you a clear signal, and the smartest move is to listen. So let's bring it all together. Over the past few minutes, we've broken down some of the biggest warning signs that your prostate might be in trouble. A weak or interrupted stream, those frustrating trips to the bathroom all night long, and the painful or burning sensation that too many men try to ignore. Each of these is your body's way of waving a flag and saying, "Hey, something isn't right down here." And the truth is, catching these signals early is the difference between making small, manageable changes today and dealing with major health complications tomorrow. Think about it. How much better would your life feel if you weren't waking up multiple times a night, if you didn't have to stress about discomfort every time you use the bathroom, or if you knew your prostate health was strong and under control? These aren't just medical issues. They affect your sleep, your energy, your confidence, even your relationships. And as men, we owe it to ourselves and to the people we care about to face these problems head on, not sweep them under the rug. Here's the good news. You have more control than you think. Lifestyle habits, diet, exercise, hydration, and regular medical checkups all play a huge role in protecting your prostate health. The earlier you start paying attention, the easier it is to keep everything running smoothly. Waiting until symptoms get unbearable is not strength, it's risk. Real strength is knowing when to act and having the discipline to protect your health before it's too late. So my challenge to you is this. Don't just leave this video and forget what you've heard. Take one action today. Maybe that means tracking your bathroom habits for a week. Maybe it's cutting out caffeine after dinner. Or maybe it's finally scheduling that appointment with your doctor that you've been putting off. Whatever it is, make a decision now to protect your health and your future. And I want to hear from you. Which of these warning signs resonated most with you? Drop your answer in the comments below, because when men share their stories, we all benefit. Remember, this channel isn't just about information. It's about building a community where men can learn from each other and grow stronger together. At the end of the day, gentlemen, your prostate health is not something to take lightly. It affects how you feel every day, how you age, and how long you stay active and independent. Take the signs seriously, make smart choices, and you'll be setting yourself up for many more years of strength, vitality, and peace of mind. So let's recap what we've covered today. We've talked about the most important warning signs your prostate might be in trouble. A weak or interrupted urine stream, frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night, and pain or burning during urination. Each of these isn't just a minor inconvenience. They're signals from your body telling you to pay attention and take action before small problems turn into major health issues. Think about it for a moment. What would your life look like if you didn't have to wake up multiple times a night? If you could go about your day without constantly worrying about bathroom trips? Or if you felt confident that your prostate health was under control? These changes can impact your sleep, energy, mental sharpness, and even your relationships. Your health directly affects your quality of life, and ignoring these signals only makes it harder to stay strong and active as you age. The great news is that you have control. Simple lifestyle changes, like staying hydrated, exercising regularly, adjusting your diet, and scheduling routine checkups, can make a significant difference. The earlier you act, the easier it is to prevent complications. Strength isn't ignoring the problem. It's taking charge and protecting your future. So here's your challenge. Take one action today. Maybe it's tracking your bathroom habits, cutting out late-night caffeine, or finally booking that prostate checkup you've been putting off. Every small step adds up, and your future self will thank you for it. Remember, your body is sending you signals for a reason. Listen to them, take action, and make prostate health a priority. Your quality of life, energy, and peace of mind depend on it. All right, gentlemen, that's a wrap for today's video. If you've made it this far, that already shows you're serious about your health. And that's something to be proud of. But don't stop here. Take the next step. If you found value in this video, hit that like button so more men can see it and share it with a friend, a brother, or anyone in your circle who needs to hear this message. And most importantly, subscribe right now if you haven't already. This channel is all about men's health, longevity, and taking control of your life as you age. Every week, we're bringing you powerful, science-backed advice that could literally change the way you live. So click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay connected. Also, I want to hear from you. Which warning sign have you noticed in your own life? Drop your story in the comments. Your words might just inspire another man to finally take action. And if you're ready to keep learning, don't stop here. Check out the next video I've linked right on this screen. It dives even deeper into practical tips for protecting your prostate and boosting your overall vitality. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. Guard it, invest in it, and don't ever take it for granted. Thanks for watching, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.